First night session here at the NJCAA National Tournament. Waubonsie will be the team in gold, trimmed in red. The Chiefs with the white little squares on the side of their uniforms. And Penn Valley will be in the black uniforms, trimmed in red and white.
Kind of an Indian flavor, the Chiefs and the Scouts.
Just don't make your way over to Champaign or you'll get banned.
Yeah.
So Penn Valley will start going from left to right, Waubonsie from right to left. Got another nominee for the Small Man Award as Sammy Norman on the floor for Waubonsie Community College. Ball is in the air and Penn Valley comes away with it. Normally you see the ball get tipped back, that got tipped to the side.
Didn't look like Waubonsie's guy jumped.
Pass goes inside and the first layup is good. And that's Gregory Smith with his first 2 points. And Penn Valley is going to put a little full court pressure on. This is something we didn't see at all in that first game. Young across the 10-second line with the basketball. Shot up from the free throw line. That one rolls around no good. Ball is tipped and out of bounds. And I believe they're going to say it was last off Penn Valley, so Waubonsie will keep the basketball.
I thought it landed on the Waubonsie guy out of bounds.
That's kind of what I thought too, but nevertheless they're going to say Chief basketball. Ball comes in. Now it comes back up to the top of the key. Walker with it. Gives it off to Norman. Norman also going to hand the ball off. This time it goes to Walker. Walker with the left hand. Dribbles. They're going to throw a little alley-oop, and the dunk is missed.
Man.
He had it and just couldn't get it to go down.
He got up.
Yes, he did. Ball comes out, shot on the way for 3. That one's no good on the Pro PT three-pointer. And Penn Valley comes away with the rebound. Layup is good at the underneath by Lewichuk. And that will be his first 2.
Looks like the key early on is going to be how Waubonsie can handle the pressure.
Nice dribble penetration. Shot is up, no good. Penn Valley comes away with a steal. Brown works his way up the floor. Now it comes back out to the perimeter. DeClue has it. Shot on the way for 3 by Penn Valley is no good. Rebound comes down to Waubonsie. They trail 4-0 with 18:25 left to go in the first half. At the other end, shot on the way for 3. That one's long and no good. Rebound comes back to Penn Valley. So they have had no success Waubonsie has from hitting from the outside as of yet. Ball comes to the far side. With
the size advantage that Penn Valley has, I would think that most of their attempts are going to come from the perimeter.
Shot underneath, no good. Rebound comes down to the Chiefs, and they're on the move. And a foul going to be called. That'll be on Penn Valley's Stephen Burke. That'll be his first, and the first on the Scouts. 17 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the first half. It's 4-0 in favor of Penn Valley. Waubonsie set to inbound. Get it into Norman. Norman's dribbling with the left hand. Picks up his dribble. Gives it up top to Walker. Walker's going to try to work off a screen. Gets to the baseline, takes the shot. That one's no good. And the rebound comes down to Penn Valley. Neither team shooting lights out yet. There's a shot that's up and good. That's a layup. And that's Gregory Smith's 4-point. Again, Penn Valley trying to put the full court pressure on, and a foul going to be called. And that's going to be on the big man for Penn Valley, Gregory Smith.
So far, so good for Waubonsie in breaking the press here. They haven't had much problem. They've been able to get it to half court and then make that one cross-court pass to get it across the line.
Waubonsie set to inbound. Ball comes into Walker. He goes baseline, stops, has to kick it out. Another drive and a layup that's no good. Rebound comes down to Penn Valley, and the Chiefs stay very cold from the floor. They're going to double team the big man. He gives it off. It's in the paint, and it comes away to Waubonsie. Long pass down the floor. Layup is good, and the Chiefs are on the board. And that's Bryson Harden with his first 2.
pretty good outlet pass that time. Sometimes those passes are hard to throw with a guy all by himself like that.
Penn Valley with the basketball and a 6-2 lead. Shot on the way is up and no good. Rebound comes down to the Chiefs. All the way up the floor comes Waubonsie. That could have been a double dribble.
I was going to say, I think it was.
Norman has it up top, gives it to Nick Gay. Penn Valley playing man-to-man defense. Ball comes up top. Now they swing it near side. Couple of dribbles and a stop. Trying to back cut. Now they have to come back over, and we've got a foul going to be called, I believe, against Penn Valley. And I believe it's on Brown. That'll be his first and the team's third. As you hear Coach Hiss talk to his players as they walk by us.
If that's talking, I don't want to hear him yell.
And we've got a foul again on Penn Valley. That's going to be on Edris Floyd. That'll be his first. And Penn Valley with 4 quick team fouls here to start this first half. And it will send DeAndre Jackson to the free throw line. His first one on the way. It is in and out, no good. So another Country Insurance agent Dave Harvey free throw. The southpaw puts it on the way, and it is no good again. Rebound comes down to Penn Valley. So right now, Waubonsie is emulating what they saw out of Columbus State in that first game that we did. And if the outcome stays the same, they'll take it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just kind of hang around, and get it done at the end of the game.
Because they didn't hit their free throws. Columbus State didn't. They shot very cold from the early part of the first half and ended up winning the ball game. With the basketball for Penn Valley is DeClue. Shot is up. It is no good. Rebound comes down to Penn Valley. Held ball. No, they're going to call the foul.
I think it was a jump ball from the front, but the guy coming over his back got him.
Jackson picks up his first personal foul and the team's first personal foul. It's 6-2 in favor of Penn Valley with 15:38 left to go in the first half. Penn Valley set to inbound, they do. Ball goes inside, that's Donaldson. He spins, shoots, no good. Waubonsie can't hold on to the rebound, it comes back out to Penn Valley. And boy, Nate, you're right, Penn Valley does have a huge size advantage over Waubonsie.
Yeah, you just looking at the roster, some of this guy, or heights of some of the players, and it's not even close.
DeClue comes with a three-pointer, a Pro PT three-pointer, and it's now 9-2 in favor of Penn Valley as that one goes out of bounds and it will go back to the Scouts. And it was funny last night when you listened to Coach Hiss talk in the press conference and in the crying towel contest. He said that the 7-footer that Penn Valley has, he couldn't put his starting 5 together to get 7 feet.
We haven't even saw him yet.
Ball comes to the near side. Shot on the way again for 3. That one's up and no good. Rebound comes down to Waubonsie. And they'll have to push it up the floor. Shot at the other end is up and no good. We'll see if they give him free throws or say it was before the shot. And the foul's going to be called on Rodney Donaldson of Penn Valley. That's his first.
Jackson does a pretty good job down there when he gets the ball. He's got pretty good body control for a big guy.
Jackson will go back to the free throw line where he's 0 for 2 so far tonight. See if he can make amends for that at this trip. His first one on the way, it is no good. 0 for 3. Nine to 2, the Penn Valley lead. 14:45 left to go in the first half. Jackson ready for his second free throw. It is on the way, and it is good. So he's 1 of 4 at the line, and it's a 9-3 lead for Penn Valley. Waubonsie putting on some full court pressure. That may be where they have the advantage in this game. They may not have the size, but they may have the quickness. We'll have to wait and see. Ball comes near side to Donaldson. Now back up top, they swing it to the far side. With the basketball there is Floyd. Gives it off to Clue. He misses the ball, or misses the shot. It's up and put back in by Floyd. And it's 11-3 in favor of Penn Valley.
Floyd's averaging a little over 17 points a game. He's their leading scorer.
Waubonsie trying to work their way for a shot. Little alley-oop again. That one's no good. Boy, it looked like Floyd had a little bit of a hand on him, but they let it go on the alley-oop. Ball in the corner. Shot on the way for three. That one's a little short, no good. Nice shot following his own shot by Kilgore. Ball comes out. Kilgore again takes the shot. That one rolls around, no good. Finally, the Chiefs come away with the rebound, and they need to take advantage of it. Finally, the hand check called as Kilgore fouls him on the way up the floor.
Could have been quite a few of those called already, it seems like, but maybe they'll tighten it up a little bit here.
That's already 16 fouls on Penn Valley here in the first half, so we'll see free throws the rest of the way out after the next foul's committed by Penn Valley.
Foul a minute right now.
Waubonsie set to inbound. There's a little alley-oop on the inbound. That one taken away by Penn Valley. Kilgore comes up the floor. He passes it off to Wing, on the wing. Wing again on the wing. He's going to drive, now pull it back out. Floyd gives it off to Kilgore.
I think he's a wing player.
He could be. Down the lane and a foul before the traveling violation.
That's why I'm not an official.
Exactly. That's DeAndre Jackson, and that's his second. As we've got a substitution into the ball game for Waubonsie. Tim Young comes back into the game. Penn Valley gets the ball inbounds. A little spin move, shot up one-handed, no good. Rebound comes down to Waubonsie. And again, they have not been able to take advantage of these missed shots by Penn Valley. Ball comes around the perimeter. Boy, they wanted to go down low with a little bounce pass and didn't get it. They come back outside to Norman. Norman moves around a screen, goes all the way to the baseline, comes back up top. Gives the ball off, now gets it back. And a traveling violation will have another County Market Bakery turnover go back to Penn Valley. And a 30-second timeout going to be called by Waubonsie. We'll go ahead and take it as well. 11-3, Penn Valley with the lead here on the NJCAA Radio Network.
That's why I'd like to see them seed the teams once they get here. You have plenty of time. You have over a week. Yeah, but who's going to judge? Use the final poll. The poll doesn't mean a damn thing. That's just for interested fans. It doesn't mean it. It means the same thing as seeds do for the NCAA tournament. I mean, I'd say maybe you could seed the top four because you might know who they might be. At least make sure they're not playing each other before the Final Four. Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Travel.
As we come back to Mary Miller Gymnasium, a County Market Bakery turnover, this time by Penn Valley as they get called for traveling. And the ball will go back to Waubonsie Community College with 12:20 left to go in the first half. 11-3, Penn Valley with the lead.
Penn Valley's sticking with the full court pressure. They're a pretty deep team, so that's probably not a real concern for Coach Harvey.
Walker for three, and he hits it. And maybe that's what's going to take to get that lid off the basket. And it's a 11-6 lead. And a foul going to be called on the outside. That's going to be on Sammy Norman. That's his first and the third on the Chiefs. You know, Penn Valley hasn't shot the ball very well tonight. They've turned it over a couple times, and they still had a pretty substantial lead because Waubonsie wasn't doing anything to get themselves back closer. In fact, they're lucky Penn Valley was shooting so bad because they could be down by 20 right now.
they could get a couple of threes to fall here, they'd be right back in it.
Ball comes near side. That's Brown. Tries to go inside. Does, splitting a couple defenders, but missing the shot was the big man, Smith, but a nice job by Kilgore to follow up, and that's his first two. And it's 13-6 in favor of Penn Valley.
And that looks like it's there pretty much anytime Penn Valley wants it to be able to go down on the block.
Young passes it back out. Shot on the way for three. That one's in and out, no good. They try to tip the rebound out. They do. And they'll rehab 35 extra seconds on this possession. Ball comes to the near side. Now up top to Young. He swings it far side to Norman. Now it comes up top to Walker. Walker stops, passes it off, goes to Young. Young stops, tries to give it off inside. Now it comes back outside. Norman again drives, kicks it back out. 6 on the shot clock. Crossover dribble and a traveling violation going to be called on Waubonsie. And we're going to see some substitutions come in for both teams.
And you hate to see that if you're Waubonsie. They were pretty patient, had pretty good ball movement that time, and then turn it over with less than 5 seconds on the shot clock.
10 minutes, 37 seconds left to go here in the first half. It's a 13-6 lead for Penn Valley. And a foul going to be called. And I think that's going to be on Waubonsie. And that one's going to be called. As the shot goes up and good off the inbound pass by Pierre DeClue.
Penn Valley's starting to feel it a little bit. This is kind of a danger area, I would think, for Waubonsie.
Shields with the basketball for the Chiefs. Passes it down low. Now they come outside. Running layup is good by Torian Minor. His first 2 points of the contest. Yeah, they've got it at 7 now, and it needs to stay at that point or lower, or they may be looking to play a game that they don't want to play in.
Yeah, Penn Valley doesn't seem like a team you want to play catch-up with for 40 minutes or 38 minutes.
Another foul going to be called on Waubonsie. And that one's going to be called on Shields. That'll be his first, and the 4th team foul, actually the 5th team foul, against Waubonsie Community College. At the line, Stephen Burke. His first one is up and good. Get a shot at another one from the Dave Harvey Country Insurance free throw line. On the way, it is good. And it's now 17-8 in favor of Penn Valley with 9:41 left to go in the half. And a traveling violation on the Chiefs gives it back to Penn Valley.
Don't have a turnover total right now, but it's climbing for Waubonsie pretty quickly right now.
Yep, they definitely look like they're either intimidated by their surroundings or intimidated by who they're playing.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Penn Valley with the ball inbounds, try to go into the big man. There's 5 yellow jerseys around him. He still gets to the basket. And Penn Valley gets the offensive rebound. Wing fakes the 3, drives, takes the shot. That one's up and no good. Rebound comes down to the Chiefs.
Could have been an over the back on Burks that time. They didn't call it.
Walker passes it off. And again, Waubonsie's going to turn the ball over. Another County Market Bakery turnover. Into the corner to DeClue. He stops, pulls it back out. Up top to Wing. Far side, shot on the way for 3. That one's good. And that's Brown with his 5th point of the ball game. Waubonsie at the other end. The shot is up off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Penn Valley. They're going to push it back the other way. Near side, Wing, long 3 on the way. That one's off the mark, and it comes down to Waubonsie. Walker drives, stops, shoots, and scores.
He was bound. He was going to the basket no matter what that time, no matter who stepped in front of him, and he was fortunate to get that one to fall.
That's his 5th point of the contest, and it's a 10-point lead for Penn Valley, 20-10. They try to go inside, and are they going to call a Penn Valley foul, I believe.
Interesting call.
As that one's going to be on Gregory Smith. That'll be his 2nd, and that's the 7th team foul. And we've got free throws, I believe, at the other. I was going to say, that shouldn't be a player control foul, should it?
No.
Say it's in the bonus, but they're making them bring it in.
Coach Hess isn't complaining at all, so.
Huh. Maybe they did call some kind of a player control foul that didn't give free throws. And the Chiefs turn it over again. Boy, you just can't win basketball games playing
Well,
this
not
bad.
normally, but then you look at the first game and see Columbus State with 22 turnovers, and they did win, so.
Yeah, but they didn't start off this bad.
No.
They had their game in check by now. Waubonsie gets the rebound off the missed shot by Penn Valley. Again, they'll bring it down to this end of the floor. Shot is up and good. And that's Minor with his 4th point. And it's now 20-12. At the other end, a 3-ball is up and no good. And that time the foul is going to be called. And that's on Rodney Donaldson.
No, that's definitely the right call. He doesn't like it, but.
Well, you may not have called that one, but you should have called the one the last trip down the floor.
Yep.
I mean, he got away with one he shouldn't have, so all evens out in the end. So now we're going to get free throws for Waubonsie. And it looks like Bryson Harton will be at the line for the 1 and bonus. This is where you need to make your way back into a ball game if you get the opportunity. First one on the way, it is no good. Offensive rebound by Waubonsie. They kick it out. 3-ball on the way. That one's no good. Another tip on the rebound. This one comes down to Penn Valley, and the dunk is no good. Rebound comes down and taken away by the Chiefs. Here comes Walker. Walker finds his man on the outside. Nice pass down low, and the layup is good.
And all of a sudden, they're right back in it.
Torian Minor with his 6th point, and a 30-second timeout going to be called by Penn Valley. We'll take it as well. 6:56 left to go in the first half. 20-14. Penn Valley with the lead over Waubonsie here on the NJCAA Radio Network. Do I have an interview at halftime? I don't need one. I'm just asking. The coach's daughter. Sammy Norman just picks up his 2nd personal foul for Waubonsie Community College, and it will send Pierre DeClue to the free throw line with his team leading now 21-14 as he makes his 1st one. Got 6:39 left to go here in the first half. So the timeout by Marcus Harvey will maybe fire his team up a little bit. 2nd free throw is no good. Rebound comes down to Waubonsie. They'll work it across the 10-second line. Down on the baseline to Walker. He had it knocked away for a moment. Picked up by one of his teammates. And again, the ball knocked into the air. Comes down to Waubonsie. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And they'll have to bring it back out and reset. One of the great things about where we broadcast from is we get to hear the coaches talk very loudly when they're on the bench to our right.
34 that time for Waubonsie. Johnny Walker just missed the pass. Threw him a pass on the wing and just let it go right through his hands.
Down to 6 minutes left to play in the first half. 21-14, Penn Valley with the lead. Waubonsie Community College trying to keep themselves in it. Dribble penetration, kick out, DeClue for three. That one's short, no good. He gets, well, I thought he got his own rebound, but ends up to Waubonsie, but they turn it right back over to Penn Valley.
Penn Valley here is all of a sudden went ice cold from the field.
Problem for Waubonsie is they're not really able to take advantage of it because they really haven't heated back up either.
They've been on 20 now for 3.5 minutes, close to 4 minutes.
Penn Valley with the basketball. They'll work it over to the corner. There's your 7-footer. Shot on the way for three. That one's no good. Shot up from the baseline. That's off the side of the backboard, no good. And it will be Waubonsie basketball with 5:25 left to go in the contest.
He's just the 6'7" guy. The 7-footer still hasn't came in.
He looks like he's 7 feet.
Yeah.
Shot on the way for three is no good. Rebound comes down. Are you sure he's only 6'7"?
It says he's 6'7" in the program.
Wow. Maybe they changed uniforms or something. He looks taller than that. Ball comes to DeClue. Now they swing it to the near side.
I saw the 7-footer in warm-ups.
Shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Waubonsie. Norman will work it across the 10-second line. 4:55. They've called that a couple of different times in this tournament, but
that hit his shoulder. It looked like it carried so high.
Ball comes out up top to Norman. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Works off the screen. Brings it up top to Gay. Now they do a little give and go on the other end. Shot is up and no good by Harden, but he's going to go to the line for two.
Nice pass that time.
Substitution set to come in for both teams. They'll come in after this first free throw from the Dave Harvey Country Insurance free throw line. Gets the ball from the official, gets ready. His first one's on the way, and it is no good short. Got to take advantage of those. When you're ice cold from the field with people guarding you, you need to be hot when they're not.
Both teams all of a sudden are pretty cold from the field.
Harden's second free throw is up, and it's short as well. Rebound gets knocked up and around and off of Waubonsie, so it'll be Penn Valley basketball. 4:29 left to go till halftime. And I'm sure both coaches can't wait for that final 4:29 to run off the clock so they can get making some adjustments and get their team off the floor for a while.
I'm thinking they both probably have a little bit to say to their teams when that halftime buzzer sounds.
Well, we can have you grab the wireless microphone and go into the locker room and see if you can get the locker
We'd have
room
to bleep
chat.
it all out probably though.
Shot is up and it's no good. Tip, rebound by Penn Valley, and a foul going to be called. Waubonsie wants the held ball, and they're not going to get it.
And for Waubonsie, that's really frustrating because you had three guys around the ball to the one guy from Penn Valley, and yet you end up picking up the foul.
Shields picks up his second personal, and with 4:11 left to go in the first half, we'll see free throws for Penn Valley now, as Demetrius Johnson at the line for 1-1. Again, trying to extend the lead. They've been at a 7-point lead for a long time. Ready's for his first. It's on the way. It is in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound. I believe it's off Waubonsie. It is, and it goes to Penn Valley. And Coach Hess again upset. Arrington had a shot at it and just couldn't get the ball in his hands. Shot up off the end.